Hello. Um, this is an episode of Food for Thought. I don't actually know what to call it anymore. I never had a great idea what to call it in the beginning. But today we're going to talk about animals. Animals aren't as stupid as one might think. Okay, I'll just read it out, what I have written on animals. Animals think. If they have the ability to learn and raise young, then they also consciously reason and think. Animals have the ability to communicate. We know this because animals who are subjected to live near humans avoid us, unlike animals who have never come into contact with us. Now, this is a fact. If animals communicate with one another, and they do, they would talk about more than the evil overlords of the earth, being humans. Animals don't have maps, so they go by memory and word of mouth. So, to get around the place, they don't have maps like human beings. They can't, they're just going to have to go by scent, memory, and what they've been told by other animals, like another animal giving them directions. Animals, being so different from us, of course, would have a different culture to us. So, there's African culture, there's Asian culture, there's, Western culture, you know what I mean? And there, of course, is animal culture. They have their own way of living, just as we humans do. For instance, dogs may name places and territories by their odor or what particular scent it reminds them of. So we call the white man called Indians, i.e. Native Americans, the Redskins, and that was an observation. Okay, they realized their skin was red just by observation, so they used sight, their sense of sight, to name something. And dogs may do the same, but instead of using sight, they may use smell or scent. They might call landfills as stinky rinks or something along those lines. They would view things which we normally like in a different light. Dogs would view cars as noisy, and hedgehogs would think of them more like death machines because so many hedgehogs are killed by them. And frankly, cars are noisy, and dogs have, I think it's 7 times more powerful hearing than us. So if we think that cars are a little bit noisy, imagine what a dog thinks of them. Okay, birds fly and go up to different heights and know of our flying machines. How do you think they might view these? There are wild horses. Well, just think about that. How would birds view humans flying? So birds fly all the time naturally. I mean, they have wings, of course they're supposed to fly. We don't have wings, and yet we do go miles into the air. In fact, we go to the same heights as some birds and even higher than other birds. They imagine what they think. Just imagine what's going on in their mind seeing this. Okay, there are wild horses and there are domesticated horses. How do you think they might view one another and how they view humans? So a wild horse might like humans, but a domesticated horse would like humans because the domesticated horse is fed by humans, and they would see the human as its master. So, just a second. My brother texting me over Gtalk. Okay. What do you think animals might call themselves? There's a question for you. Dogs might call themselves as fur finders because they are furry and they find things using their noses. Or maybe even scent sniffers or odor followers. You see what I mean? Like, we call ourselves human beings. You know what I mean? Or Homo sapiens, I think it is. But we call dogs dogs and cats cats. But they mightn't call themselves that. They might have a different name for themselves. So they might like call humans different things. They would have their own name for humans that we don't know about. You know what I mean? Like cruel crushers or something like that, because we crush so many things and we just wipe out so much land and take away their habitats, you know. So animals think, try to get into their mindset, and then of course come back to your own, because otherwise you'd be an animal. Just food for thought on animals. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope this has opened your mind somewhat. Give me some feedback. Give me some of your own thoughts. As this is the same with every clip that I'm going to release and have released. I want you to give me feedback and your own thoughts. Okay, have a nice day.